Hey there, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something we all deal with, that constant, quiet conversation that's always happening inside our own heads. This is all about navigating that inner world, not by fighting it, but with a surprising amount of kindness. I mean, you know that feeling, don't you? It's like this quiet hum of worry, a little bit of static that just runs in the background of your day. And the thing is, it's not coming from the outside world. Nope, it's coming from right inside our own heads. And yeah, we all know what it's called. Anxiety. Okay, so let's pause right here for a second because this is a really fascinating way to look at it. What if anxiety isn't this enemy we have to fight all the time? What if it's actually a sign that your heart is just working overtime trying to protect you from getting hurt? Like a protective instinct that's just, well, a little too enthusiastic.
All right, so let's get to know this overprotective friend a little better. You see, its main job, or at least the job it's given itself, is to prep you for every single thing that could possibly go wrong. It's like having a full-time strategist living in your head, planning for a future that, hasn't even happened.
I mean, just think about it for a sec. When you're feeling anxious, where is your mind? I bet it's not right here, in this moment. It's probably jumping ahead to the next meeting, or that conversation you have to have, or just worrying about what happens tomorrow. It's literally trying to carry this huge, heavy weight of all the things that might happen.
And this metaphor, wow, it's so good. Every single what if is another stone that gets tossed into that backpack. You know the ones. What if I mess this up? What if they think I'm an idiot? And we end up totally exhausted, not because of what's happening right now, but because we're lugging around a future filled with all these imaginary stones. So let's broaden this out a little bit. We've talked about anxiety, but what about all the other tough stuff? Disappointment, sadness, loss. The big idea here is kind of radical, actually. What if these feelings aren't just obstacles we're supposed to get around? What if they're actually our best teachers?
Man, that's just a beautiful way to put it, isn't it? We spend so much of our lives trying to avoid the rain, right? Hiding under umbrellas, trying to stay dry. But a tree can't grow without water. And in the same way, maybe pain isn't here to break us. Maybe it's the very thing that feeds our strength, that helps us grow those deep, solid roots.
So when you look at it like this, we have a pretty clear choice. When we fight the pain, we actually make it stronger. That struggle, that's suffering. But if we can just accept it, just let it be there, it totally changes the game. It stops being this thing that tortures us and becomes something that teaches us. Okay, so this all sounds good in theory, right? But what do you actually do when your mind is just spinning and spinning? How do you practice this stuff? Well, that's what we're getting into next. Some really simple, practical things you can do to find your footing again. So when your thoughts are just a total storm, the trick is to stop listening to your mind and start listening to your body. In fact, let's just try it for a quick second right now. Just feel your feet. Wherever you are, feel them on the ground. That's you connected to the earth. Now put a hand on your chest. Can you feel your heartbeat, that steady rhythm? And now, just follow one single breath, in and out. See? That simple little thing is like an anchor, pulling you back to the only moment that actually exists, this one.
And check this out. This is another really powerful shift. Instead of getting into a fight with that anxious voice in your head, what if you just talk to it? First, you just notice it's there, acknowledge it. Then, and this is the weird part, you thank it. Like, hey, thanks for trying to look out for me. I get it. And then you just reassure it. I'm safe. We're going to be okay. It's amazing when you turn it from a fight into a conversation. So much of its power just melts away.
So much of finding peace isn't about learning new tricks or adding more stuff to our lives. A lot of the time, it's about what we can let go of, what we can subtract. So let's take a look at a few of these mental habits that are weighing us down, things we can release to feel lighter.
Turns out there are 9 big ones. We're not going to go through all of them, but let's just focus on a couple of the ones that can make a huge difference right away.
I mean, look at these. Every single one is a heavyweight, isn't it? Trying to change the past? Impossible. Trying to control the future? Good luck with that. The amazing thing is, if you can just let go of one of these, you create so much more room for peace right here in the present.
Okay, so let's start to bring this all home. We've talked about making friends with our anxiety, learning from our pain, but what does all that growth actually look like in the long run? Well, it all circles back to this one really powerful idea.
And this is just such a comforting thought, isn't it? Because we live in this world that wants everything yesterday, instant results. But that's not how people work. Real growth is slow, it's steady. And a lot of the time, you can't even see it happening.
Just like a tree, we have our seasons, you know? Times for growth and times where we just need to be still. The key is just being patient with ourselves, trusting the process.
It's so easy to get swallowed up by a worry, right? To the point where it feels like it is your whole world. But here's the thing you have to remember, and it's so important. Our feelings are just the weather. They're temporary. They're just passing through. Because you are not the cloud. You are not the storm. You are the sky. You're that vast, open, steady space where all those thoughts and feelings, they just come and go. Who you really are is so much bigger and calmer and more permanent than any one emotion that's just passing by.
So, I want to leave you with this one little question. You don't have to fix everything all at once. That's not the goal. Just look up, notice the clouds, and ask yourself, what is one cloud, one worry, one of those what-if stones that you can just acknowledge and then gently let it drift on by today?